Congratulations.
Thank
Good to
you.
see you.
Good to see you too.
Hey, Natasha, how are you? We're joined by Delaware head coach Natasha Adair and Jasmine Dickey, and we'll start with the opening statement from you, Coach, and then open up for some questions.
Proud of our fight. You know, this time of year we talked about coming out and just all that's on tournament games, right? You're going to get teams with adrenaline, and I just thought early on we were just going a little too fast. The beauty of our team is they respond. And talking to them, especially at halftime, about just defense. We're going to do it on the defensive end. Our formula is defend, rebound, run, and score. And you know, having leaders, having a team that's player-led and coach-supported, having veterans, you know, they were able to come out in the third and really respond the way that we knew that they could. And so I'm just proud of how hard we fought. I'm proud of just their grit and their toughness. And so this time of year, right, you win and you advance. And so that was the goal. We wanted to get today, and we did. And then we'll focus on the next game. We'll focus on tomorrow. We're very proud of how we responded.
Jasmine, what do you think the key was going from the middle of the third quarter to the run at the end when you guys were able to pull away?
Just continue to be patient and letting the shots come to us. Playing defense also. Defense is going to win many, many games. And I think that was our emphasis coming into the game and then going into every game, so on and so forth. And just continue to just work together and play hard together and, you know, letting the game come to us.
Question for you guys? Go ahead.
How are you? Well, again, sometimes when the ball isn't falling, you have to find other ways to score. And we can. And so the beauty of that, you know, we had 22 points off turnovers to their 4. That was the difference in the game. And that is just us being so versatile and being able to do that. And once then there's that energy and that momentum. But we knew, and if we had actually worked on our zone the last couple of days, and I just thought, again, they respond. And I was just really proud of how it just turned into that offensive spark that we wanted, but we said it was going to come from the defensive end. We flew around.
Go ahead, Colin.
Hey, Jen, talk about how you're able to work the offensive what your philosophy is down there in the offensive board.
Hey, they call me Lil B for a reason. I take pride in that. But yeah, it just adds something else to the game. Rebounding is very important, especially if like our shots aren't falling early. Second chance opportunities. So just making sure I help my teammates like Battle and Lizzie get those rebounds and, you know, creating another opportunity for us to score.
Oh, yeah. Go ahead, Colin.
Yeah, we're going to ask Coach, what do you guys look to improve tomorrow, maybe faster start? How do you get the team to get a faster start tomorrow?
Well, it won't be faster. I think that was our Achilles heel today. But it'll just be more disciplined and just patient. But we're going to stay with the formula. We're going to defend, and then that will open up all types of scoring opportunities for us. But right now, we're going to enjoy what we did today. We're going to go watch the game and see who we will face. But right now, we're not going to change who we are. We have to be more consistent playing Delaware basketball from start to finish. I think that's what you mean by getting off to a better start. But we have to control pace, right? Play at our pace, dictate the tempo, and make sure defense creates the offense for us.
Anything else from anyone? All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Can I take that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Joined by William Mary head coach Ed Swanson and Riley Casey. We'll start with an opening statement on the game from Coach here, and then open it up for some questions.
Yeah, the first half went to script. That's what we wanted to do. We know Delaware's a high-scoring unit. They can really put the ball in the basket, and they rebound the ball at a high level as well. And we were really excited at halftime. With the score in the 20s. You don't hear a coach say that too often, but we were excited with where the score was, and the game got away from us in the second half. There, the second 5 minutes of the third quarter, with they just really the two things that we needed to take care of was our defensive glass and taking care of the ball. in terms of turnovers, and those two things came back to bite us tonight. But we didn't have the results we wanted this year in terms of a team. But I got to tell you, this team never hung their head. I'm super proud of them in terms of their effort that they brought on a daily basis, and especially this young lady right next to me. She's been an exceptional addition to our league in the CAA, and we're excited that we have her for another year, and we're happy that she scored her 1,000-point tonight.
Riley, just from your perspective, what went so well in the first 25 minutes, and then what kind of changed the momentum, did you think?
Yeah, I think in the first 25 minutes we were really locked in on defense, playing tough defense, trying to focus on rebounding, and obviously stopping Dickey. And then in the second half more, I think we kind of ran out of gas, lost our focus on a few possessions, let them go on a run, and we never really bounced back and fought back from that run.
Dave, what questions do you have? Dave, do you have some questions for them?
Muted.
Yeah, I don't know if he's muted or not.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I got you. Go ahead, Dave.
Okay, sorry about that. Riley, I was wondering if you could speak to the difficulty in scoring against a team like Delaware that is so long and presents such trouble around the basket.
Yeah, they're definitely a really athletic team, some good shot blockers inside, and I think as long as we moved the ball and attacked and got into the paint, that's when we saw success and when we passed the ball around pretty quickly. And unfortunately, sometimes in the second half, we kind of got stagnant. It took us a long time to get across half court, so we only had about 15 seconds running through our offense. But, yeah, it definitely presented some problems for us.
There's no such thing as a time of possession stat in basketball, but with all the rebound, they were getting so many offensive rebounds and whatnot, and you guys had to play defense a lot longer. Did that wear you down, did you feel?
I think when you're playing defense more and you don't have as many chances on offense and you're not seeing the ball go in the basket as much, I think that obviously wears anyone down. I think you get a lot of energy when you see the ball go in the basket and you get back down on defense. So I think that may have been a problem for us, but like we said, part of our game plan was really revolving around rebounding and trying not to let them out-rebound us, and obviously we let that get away from us in the second half.
And it was, in addition to halftime only being down 4, I think it was a 3-point game with 3 minutes to go in the third, and that's when it sort of just slipped away. From your perspective, what enabled them to take control there?
Well, I think our depth. We were trying to, sub Riley and Sid out and give them a quick 30-second blow. But Riley and Sid had, they had to play pretty much with our injuries, play 40 minutes a game, night in and night out. So I thought their athleticism obviously wore us out, but our depth as well. And Riley and Sid did a great job. They're kind of a two-headed scoring machine, and when they were both on, we were really special. But I think it's we have to do a better job this offseason of developing an inside game where we can score. We couldn't throw the ball inside and score. When we did on occasions this year, we were really, really good. And tonight we just couldn't score on them inside. But the offensive rebounding and the turnovers, those last couple minutes of the third and the fourth are really what did us in.
Don't have the numbers in front of me, but I was thinking in the 2 previous games against Delaware, Dickey played well but didn't go off necessarily. Tonight she had a really strong game. How tough of a matchup is she?
You want to ask Riley? You want to ask Riley? She's the one that had a guard her, not me.
Yeah, okay, go for it, Riley.
I mean, she's player of the year. She's player of the year for a reason. She's a good player.
Yeah, I mean, she's just real special. And that's, I pointed out to our kids, how she went from, especially to our 2 players who were on the all-rookie team, who struggled a little bit tonight, just telling them that, she went from, on the all-rookie team to, 2-time player of the year. And that's something that, that they have to look at. And development's a big piece of our program. And that's something that we're hoping that these, our freshmen develop. But Jasmine's just a real special player.
Just one final question for Riley. You're coming back next year, Sydney is, and so many players on the roster are. this obviously was a difficult year. Probably learned a lot. And where do you see the team going next year? I don't mean necessarily a record prediction, but how do you feel the team will progress?
I'm excited. I think everyone is too. This year we knew coming in we had a lot of new players from the freshmen. The sophomores didn't have a full season last year, and then me and Kate coming in as grad transfers. The only person who we're losing who played was Kate, and then we're losing 2 seniors who had big vocal presences, so we'll have to pick up from that. But besides that, we're returning pretty much everyone. So I think there's a lot of excitement around next season.
Thank you.
All right. Do you have anything? Beth?
Follow up
Okay,
on that.
sure.
Something we stole before. Is I know you struggled early in the year. I remember after you took something, I was kind of where you were at that point.
Yeah.
But it looked like from that point forward, somewhere in there after that first hurdle was pushed, that I mean, if I'm putting together how I felt for a postseason dinner, there were a lot of numbers against a lot of premium teams in this league where you guys had stuff to really show both for the future.
Yeah. Well, like, Riley said, we are excited about next year. We had, I think, 21 games missed from our rotational players this year, including Riley, who missed early with an ankle injury. And then Ruthie Montello on our all-rookie team missed, I think, 8 conference games. And Sydney Wagner missed a couple games. So, and then we had Emma Krause and Shaniqua Gilliam, 2 players that were in our rotation who ended their seasons early with knee injuries. So, that's why I said I'm really super proud of this team, because they never hung their head. They kept eyes forward and kept moving forward and dealt with the injuries and so forth as they came. But no, we're excited about the future. And we, like I said, we played. This was kind of indicative of our season. A great first half where we really dialed in, and then a team like Delaware really wore us out down the stretch, and that's how most a lot of our games. Our first game against Drexel, was a double overtime game at our place, and and there's something to be said for seniors. This league is very, very good, and it was really senior dominated this year. If I don't know what a senior is anymore, but it's an older league this year. It was a real special league. There was the teams at the top were really tough. So I was proud of how we competed against those teams this year, and we'll take those lessons moving forward.
All right. Thank you both.
Thank you.
All right. Thanks, Dave.
Thanks, Rob. I appreciate it.
Yep.